All right. Thanks for the suggestion, guys. We're going to watch Pat Stay versus Hollow the Dawn from Massacre 2. So, backstory on this is that Pat and Hollow battled in a one-rounder. The reason why they did that in the UK is because the people throwing the event actually couldn't pay them their back end. So, and they told them that when they were coming on stage. So like, oh, by the way, we can't pay you.
Right when they're coming.
So it wasn't a planned one round?
There was a 3-rounder.
That's
so
great.
Basically what they did, and this speaks volumes to how amazing, because I've actually seen Hollow do this a couple times. When Hollow battled Pass, Hollow came with 3 rounds, and it was a 4-round battle. And then in the ring, Lush is like, it's actually 4 round, 90 seconds, like just going over the rules. And Hollow was like, 4 rounds? And Pass is like, yeah, it's 4 rounds. We agreed on 4 rounds. And Hollow was like, all right. And just did 4 rounds. He like mixed freestyles and like stretched his writtens to make 4 rounds.
That's my favorite battle.
He's like, that
battle's fucking amazing.
The week was different.
But so the reason why that battle's so incredible, the one-rounders, they basically took all the good parts of their 3 rounds and put it into 1 round.
God, that's so impressive.
We'll do 1 round each.
On the spot like that.
Yeah, it's so fucking incredible.
Yeah, that's what. And then how long before this one happened?
I think it was not a while, but it wasn't like immediate. But
yeah, but so they had material still that they could work from, and then it's like, because this is such a monumental thing. It's like, no offense, but they didn't know what they were doing with that event, and it's like, there was a lot of technical difficulties and all this thing. It's like, you can't, for lack of better words, waste a matchup like this. So this is like redemption of like Pat Stay versus Hollow.
Yep.
Yep. What the one you wanted and you needed.
Hell yeah.
The Dot Champion, battler to my right. Introduce yourself. Making his King of the Dot debut from Queens, New York, battler to my left. Introduce yourself.
Someone said the battle is a little loud, but one person. Okay, that is the same person.
Yeah, turn the speakers down. How about that?
Paste won the coin toss. It's on Hollow. Yeah. Let's make some motherfucking history. King of the Dot.
I just seen that recently.
Everybody make some love.
Yeah, what was it?
It was in Caustic versus what's his name? The Body at Flatline. He's like, make some love for these guys. Oh, make some noise.
And then was it Lush who's like,
Lush immediately kicks at him.
And it was funny because I seen that clip randomly. I don't know where, it's like on a montage or something. And it's like you see it when he says it, he's like, make some love for these guys. And like puts his head down in his rim, and you could just see he's like, hopefully no one caught that.
Listen, Curry.
All right, that person is about to get a timeout. They've been like
211.
They've been constant with the.
But
I'm gonna repeat
maybe I will turn it down a
million
little
times.
bit because you've been so vocal. We can turn up our end.
You're on thin ice, Curry.
Because what if he's right?
But everything that's said,
the fans
like
are never right. We are always right.
All right.
Yeah, if they were right, they'd be us.
Yeah, duh.
Yeah,
fucking duh. All right, is that good for you guys?
Yeah, how are the levels, yo?
Talk that shit.
Some wonder about the Western days. And why did some guy settle? Some wonder about the future.
Hold on.
And why did some time?
Some wonder about the Western days. And why did some guy saddle? I remember quoting that. Like when I seen this battle, I think I had the pay-per-view. I see this live, and I'm like, why did some guy saddle? Like, philosophers sitting in the room, like anthropologists, like, why did some guy saddle?
And people are still saddling. They didn't go out with the Western time. People are still riding horses.
Yes, still saddling. But it's the best setup.
I trust Desi over anybody else, so.
Why did hold on.
Some wonder about the future. And why do some time travel?
No.
Wonder about. I said.
This is the opening.
Talk that shit.
Some wonder about the Western days. And why did some guy settle? Some wonder about the future. And why do some time travel? I'm just wondering, how the fuck you let me 3-0 you in a 1-round battle? I'm just being real. I don't know what I'm doing here. This shit's weird. He's such a juice head. Last time when I said I'll shoot your ass, he didn't even get scared. But this ain't last time. I won't say my flow cold like a popsicle probably or a hospital lobby. No one is hotter than lava on a Guatemalan island. Damn it, I'm snapping. I'm madder than Madden after a tackle done happened and he miscalled it by an impractical fraction. But enough about me, I'm being selfish. I said that 1 round was eating you alive. It's understandable, I'm a cannibal. But this time I ain't tapping pet. I'm rolling up with shoulder bumps just to see what his man will do. Nobody?
Shout out to
I said fuck all that.
is that Robert?
Fuck all that.
Peter.
Peter.
Yeah.
Organic. Watch where you going. Cause I should blindside you for acting like I ain't seeing dog. Nikaya, this pit fucked up my performance. I should wet your head like a chia doll. I live for this shit, nigga. I die for my respect. I'm talking to all 3 of y'all. I said, just support and roll. Cause he's a star and they came for your funeral. It's a million ways to die and I want you to choose. Nah, I mean enough, I don't want him dead. I want to see him go through physical pain. A headshot, he survived. But it hemorrhaged his brain. Cops on his side looking for leads. He can't remember a thing. That's because I put a traffic jam in his memory lane. I get in that ass, that's colon. K's, that's Nolan, or True Gats blow. I get in that ass, that's colon. K's, that's Nolan, or True Gats blowing. Bow, 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 look like I'm backstroking.
Man, I love Hollow in this battle.
Yeah, Hollow.
It's like vintage Hollow.
Yeah.
I said, and when he's like, mean. His voice being fucked up too. I love that. I was like, love his screechy ass voice.
The voice crack Hollow.
Yeah.
K's, that's Nolan, or True Gats blowing. Bow, 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 look like I'm backstroking.
Spatial awareness too. One more thing.
You know, I always think about that when battlers do shit like that, especially when they like, act like they're gonna punch somebody and swing so close to people's faces. I'm always like, how does somebody not accidentally just kind of nick somebody like every now and then? It, like never happens, you know?
Y'all fuck with that? Y'all fuck with that? King of the Dot fuck with that? Y'all fuck with it? Getting that ass, that's colon. Give him K's, that's Nolan, or True Gats blowing. Bow, 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 look like I'm back. I said I could have started this show swinging a pound like this shit Arsenio, or had a Max spitting with sparks like this shit Emilio. Click, click, really though, big clip really blow, about the size of a cell phone. From a Slick Rick video, I'm mean, nigga. I'm mean. I said I mean. But I'm also confused. Because you had the nerve to diss Mike Zombie, saying I wasn't with Mike Zombie. While I was with Mike Zombie. You fucking idiot. That's how I know you're ignorant. You don't even know a person and you dissing them and try to school me on some business tips. Wait. Weren't you the one in London backstage throwing hissy fits like, what? Y'all ain't get the chips? I got no money at home and I just got fired from the dealership. Now besides thinking, why is it right around your lips and shit? I was thinking that's why I did the second round on equity like I did with Clips. Because if we both died on them plane crashes home, I had stacks in my personal account. My fam would have took care of my businesses. And they would have needed a GoFundMe page to put this bitch in a ditch and shit. Nigga, that's the differences. Nigga, that's the differences. Then you were selling sucker-free boss hoodies. Ooh, you fucking hypocrite. By the way, them pins and shit, that was a gift from Sin and shit, and also a symbolism to step up your penmanship, because you claim you look into it. Now, I just named 3 instances, so if y'all react to fake personals, that'd be hideous, but I slowed it down. So let me switch the shit. Get up on some different shit. Got a nigga pissed, so you know a nigga with the shit. Pull up with the tool on the belt, they think I'm fixing shit. Hand blue, leg red, got him on some twister shit.
The whole build-up is insane.
That shit is crazy.
That's like I'm like, isn't it? Because I have such a bad memory. I don't remember this. Like once I seen backstroking, I remembered it. But like, I didn't remember any of it, so I'm like seeing it for the first time.
Yeah.
But that line too, I was thinking about it. Like backstroking it's. People have performance-based bars and things, but it's almost like, oh, I have this bar and I'm going to perform it like this. Where it's like, Hollow writes sometimes where he's like, I want to do something performance-based. What's the line for that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that's one of his, like, special powers. Like, I think I've talked about it before, but there's been times where, like, he's spit his bars for me, like, before the Joe Budden battle or, like, other battles, where it's like, he'll be like, oh, I'm going to skip this part. And I'm like, why? And he's like, it's some performance shit. Like, I'm not going to spit it on the phone. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Where some people are like, oh, I'm going to do this during, but it's like, he's like, you'll see. You know what I mean? But it's like, that's one of his superpowers is incorporating, like, performance-based shit into, you know, into like, so it's not just raps, you know what I mean? You're getting a whole...
Yeah. And Hollow is so good at momentum building.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's... Like, even if he starts it off with some more, like, simplistic shit, he's so good at that escalation to the punchline. And whether it's, like, how he performs it or what the line is, like, that's one of his strengths, bro, that is so, like, impressive.
Yeah.
Like, he's so good at the build-up with the payoff. Like,
definitely. That's why this is one of those ones where it's like this battle had to be just done justice because they're both just... that God level elite shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said, don't worry about the bars, just worry what I got on. LOMclothing.com, nigga.
Round 1, it's all past day. Let's go, King of the Dot, huh?
I'm gonna need y'all to be quiet. I'm gonna need y'all to be quiet, all right? Library. That mustache is bitch. Now that's precision. I don't even want to battle you, dude. I just want to know how you did it. I usually scratch my head like that, but it got me doing this shit. I don't get it. I just don't understand the physics. What is it?
This again, like I said, why they match so well, because even that, that's like this performance intangible.
Yeah.
But also like that's what you chose to open the battle with, and it's genius though.
Yeah.
But most people think like, all right, I'm gonna have to land a big line out the gate to make sure I got the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like you can almost predict how Hollow will have a crescendo, might end with the .com, but it's this certain energy.
Yeah.
And Pat knowing like I'm gonna
just starts roasting out the gate.
Bitch. Like even from there, it's like, okay, now we're on the Pat ride. Now we're on the Pat ride. You know
what is it?
Yeah. So good.
I use physics. You scratch my head like that, but got me doing this shit. I don't get it. I just don't understand the physics. What is it? How? What?
Like,
He's like, how?
And he's like looking at someone specifically.
Phenomenal.
And it's also great awareness because he could have did it for the crowd there, and that would have been great for the crowd.
Yeah.
But the fact that he goes this way, almost away from the crowd, but toward the camera. But he's looking at someone over here. But like that's great spatial awareness as well.
And just
you know
it's perfect comedic delivery too, like his timing and facial expressions and tone of it, like the way he almost does it, where he's just speaking it and he's just saying it, as opposed to like forcefully rapping it. It's so calm and funny, but it still hits like a crazy haymaker punchline. You know what I mean?
That's one of
he
his
was so
secret
gifted
powers.
with that. Like
Physics. What is it? How? What with? And how often do you trim it? Wow. How symmetrical can you get it? You got it hooking too, bro? Look at you go.
it's such a good opener.
Hey, grow a beard like a man and let them pussy pubes go. Man, fuck you and your whole mark-ass crew. You can't see me like a heart tattoo on a dark black dude. These check it. These pups ain't bitches, they just growl and bark at you. But really just want a belly rub and soft cat food, but I don't show them love. You ain't getting packed. Stay. The dog whisperer, they listen that way. Shot caller like an electric leash. This bitch getting trained. It's a walk in the park for me. I got this shit in the bag. Pete, A to the T, stay. Put some respect on it. Fuck your punk ass roster. Jump grasshopper, see who's the locust. No more humble pat. Tell the grave digger I want my shovel back. I ain't playing no games. They wanna push my buttons and after shake my hand like a rumble pack. I don't fuck with that.
Let's go. The way he transitioned into the hyping, like ramping up the aggression, and like that was so seamless, bro, and just so masterfully done.
Yeah,
the way he transitioned and changed the tone like that, like it's
just
really showing off all his attributes. You know what I mean? Like
they're both impressive great at
that. Hey, listen. Wring your neck like the African Caden tribe. You'll hear little summer cracks as the joints pop. Sound like I'm twisted a bubble wrap. I'm a tap axe swinging lumberjack. Not to mention a fucking Mac. Break your bitch off, then she creep home late and like a cheap phone case, he got a rubber back. And no, I'm not drunk. I'm fucking smashed. I'm just feeding you, huh? See, I figured I'd help you out because I know you're gonna talk about me being a drunk because he's sober now, right? You can act like you clean if you want, but you can't spell clean without the lean. We can see it's a front. Wait, hey. Hold up. Hey. See it. And you can't embarrass someone who makes fun of themselves and shows you the whole hand that you shuffled and dealt. You got some funny stories? Good. I got one I can tell. Because Nigel here been on a little scuffle himself. It was him and John the Don. Made a fuck of himself. You swung at him, and you're the one who stumbled and fell. During the swing, he was able to pull up his pants, buckle his belt, tuck in his cell, puff on an L, and eat a chicken buffalo melt. What in the hell? So careful who you swinging on, bitch. This pussy flexing better drop down, get your kegel on, bitch. I done let shit slide, but catch me on the wrong tip, and I'll smoke this piece of dog shit on some Cheech and Chong shit. Fuck with me. Come on and play, underlay, underlay. You'll be rocking a body bag like Missy Elliott in her song The Rain. You think size doesn't matter till I take Nigel and grab him and toss a hollow in the crowd like ISIS in Paris. Ooh, I hate that face. I want to break that shit. I'll sock.
Ooh, like the hollow face.
Yeah.
Ooh, I hate that face. I want to break that shit. I'll sock you and anyone that you face swap with. Yo, hey, you face swap with, right off rip, or I could drop you with a Neymar kick. With my hands behind my back like a baseball pitch. I ain't the type of white boy you play the race car with. Cause if Hollow cause problems, I'll bomb them on some Adolf shit. Fuck you and your whole crew you came here with. I'm Pat Stay. I roll solo just to make my print. Pat,
Sick. That was great.
Round 2, it's on Hollow, King of the Dice.
This is a really good battle at the right time too.
Yeah.
Like they battled each other at like the perfect time in both their careers where they're like the top. You know,
Yeah.
that doesn't really happen that much. You know, it's unfortunate.
100%. Both and yeah, at the top, like as far as the game, but top of their game
Exactly.
too. You know.
Yeah.
Great.
You already know, let's go!
I said, so what, I'm clean from lean. Like I said, in London, you was itching and scratching like it was Breaking Bad. I was thinking, one hit and he gone, nigga, that's Baby Bash. I said, I ain't even cooked yet. I said, one hit and he gone, nigga, that's Baby Bash. Your best bars in the last round was trying to play my stash. Jada laugh. I said, Pat Stay. I haven't heard a comment that dumb since Stacey Dash. But Dad, you don't personally know me. I wouldn't store your number. In real life, you're not worth an emoji. Aren't you the overconfident battle rapper that goes like this when you want to call it quits? Well, you're the most nervous in the room, and my thoughts is this, because when you battle, your mouth does this awkward twitch. It was one battle, I thought you damn near bit off your lip. This is a gift. Let me cook them, simmer down. This is a gift. When they say Hollow Lux clips, they don't bring up your ass. And I ain't saying you fucking trash. You upper class. You on the same plane. You just coming last like niggas with a buddy pass. I'm being humble. I'm being humble. With no legend, you could get this match. I could have said deuces. Me getting back on this card is just pity, Pat. Cause you're a bully. Let me talk to you. Cause you're a bully with no bars. The shit's just real. He flew to Sweden mid-battle. He lifts up Nils, and he won that battle. Cause that's the first time you picked up skills. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. But they'll say, at least he's never choked. I'm like, oh shucks, it was that one miracle when the best in Canada couldn't get charged up. And let's not forget that the sore stuff, you was starstruck, couldn't finish your scheme. You offended machine, cause sometimes you get your bars stuck. But it'll still be a tie whether he wins or not. Wait, ain't that something wrong started? No, y'all gotta listen. I said, he'll say it'll still be a tie whether it wins or not. Wait, ain't that something wrong started? Or he'll say the gun's hereditary, it's in my genes. Ooh, that was so heartless. But hey, a Canadian still in the show tonight. Every motherfucking time, cause you were standing right behind Rome when he said it, and they still reacted to that motherfucking rhyme. It's just nonsense, the dunk contest. It's nothing new, but you'll still see people jumping from the line.
Yeah.
It's just nonsense. Dunk contest. It's nothing new, but you'll still see people jumping from the line.
That's crazy.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah.
See, that's one thing that I don't even know if I want to give this. If I want to give the secret sauce, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That battle rappers won't watch this, so they won't know. But look, like when you attack somebody, you don't about like an angle. You know what I mean? Like you said, Roan said that before. A lot of battlers are gonna stop there, but when you introduce a concept, and they might punch on something else, but when you introduce a concept like that, you have to make the person pay. You have to make them pay for that concept. So it's like that. I'm introducing. You said that line. You were behind Roan. Now the dunk contest bar is the payoff, like that. And as simple as that sounds, it's something I see a lot, that a lot of battlers will do. Like, he's gonna do this, he's gonna say my name and do this and that, but it's like they don't make them pay for it. And whenever you take an angle like that, like whatever it is, when you're attacking someone or trying to discredit something they do, you have to make them pay for it and give the crowd something to like jump at. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's the perfect example of it.
Mm-hmm. Fucking rhyme. It's just nonsense. The dunk contest. It's nothing new, but you'll still see people jumping from the line.
Jack said, and they reacted to the wins or not a third time here too. Like when Hollow was saying it, like, "Oh, that was fire."
Yeah. I reacted. I even forgot.
Yeah.
Still reacted to that motherfucking rhyme. It's just nonsense. The dunk contest. It's nothing new, but you'll still see people jumping from the line.
Crazy. That shit's wild.
I said he's a meth buzz. I said he's a meth buzz. Or popping a stick while you wet up. I'm a bricker better. Nigga, I'm Vicodin, Methadone, and Depredan mixed together. I'm a gallon of whiskey in a prohibition era. I'm with whatever. I said you lost and you don't have it, Addy. Your moms call you Patty Waddy. For talking about my pockets with OVO, not a hood, call you Chatty Patty. And I'm gonna make them feel so stupid, like having a condom, don't use it. You're in denial about my banks, well damn, my flow fluid. gotta kiss. But act stupid. I had them dispatch units, they'd be like, it's only one dead, but it was a mass shooting.
Sounded like a walkie-talkie.
Yeah,
that was super dope.
Fuck spoon feeding these bars, I'm mazing them. Put away the Sahara and make it Seattle with the Harley Davidson. I got through security because it was Stacey Augman nickname. I see I'm losing y'all. Let me switch lanes. Swear to God, in your compliment battle rapper with some battlers that ain't get paid. Bitch, don't just stand there. I'll say which names. Okay. Okay, you don't want to say nothing? He ain't pay Marlo and Shuffle T, and they flew way in from London, B. Oh, you too dumb to see. You cursed our first battle with your fuckery. But they'll say Pat stays fucking street. He walked around the hood, shirt ripped like He-Man. Holding 2 guns at once, even though he could have put them in each hand. I said, and one time, he came to the hood and he had niggas shook when he backed out the heat, fam. Only reason niggas was scared, he held the gun in the police stance. niggas was like, hey.
That's so good. So good.
Hey, fuck it. That's balls. I said I knew rap money was like trap money when Liv made 140 off of one jug. That's a lot of paper. Fronted 20 joints, got 60. That was profit later. That was Texas. Then we hit Nevada, Vegas, even sold niggas in the bean pies. Assalamu alaikum. Don't worry about the gear or don't worry what I got on. But if you is worried, LOMclothing.com. Bitch.
Round two, it's on.
Stance is so
good.
you know what I mean? Like some of his
Goddamn.
biggest moments.
I
it's
forgot
like,
how good
it's
this
this
battle is.
unique shit.
Well, they held him in each hand.
That's the thing is anyone. I'm not underselling like writing, but like people can think of clever shit.
Yeah.
But those intangibles, like, is like that. Like how animated and like extra that is, like it's so good, and both of them kind of do that, you know.
Shout out to Methadane.
Let's go.
I got a hitman that holler knows. It go boom if your Audi knows. It's hard even Shotty knows. Double barrel on the Shotty nose. Longer than Shotty's nose. I love it, man.
Yo, you know what's really funny? Random one time in one of his battles, they were like doing the whole coin flip thing of like, nah, fuck it, I want the coin because I'm gonna go first. And so like they kind of had a dispute over it with somebody in, I think it's No Coast, and Random wins the coin toss, and he's like, all right, you go first. And the guy's like, all right, hold it down. And Random's like, wait, hold it down. And then Random just starts rapping. And the guy's like, wait.
There was another big battle that happened, like Lux and someone,
I know.
Where they like argue. Okay, I was gonna say I thought Clips was part of it too. They like argued over. No, I'm gonna go, and then whoever won like had the other.
It was Lux. I swear Lux was playing fucking mental games. With him.
Nah. Flip the coin. Because Charlie Clips wanted to go. That's what it was. Charlie Clips wanted to go first. He's like, no. Flip the coin, and then he like won. It was like, all right, you go.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like you're not gonna do that moment on me.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Y'all hear me? Hey, about that compliment battle, you got that shit wrong, dude. Them dudes did get paid. I swear on my mom, Deuce. You got your shit twisted. Rob Zombie twisted. Oh, Rob Zombie twisted. Zombie robbed you. Hey,
that's fucking crazy.
That's
I heard he was locked in prison. Cool. My father built it. We the real gangsters, bankers and politicians. My uncle did the same crime, never got convicted. We can knock the hustle, but you can't knock the privilege. Knock, knock. Nope, this is not a visit. Chop, chop. Yep, you just got evicted. Leave your family homeless without a pot to piss in. Turn your whole block to a lot and start a business. You feel that, everyone? Awkward, isn't it? Closet racist white people acting all offended. Now, obviously, I'm kidding, but if we swap positions and he called me a cracker or something, it'd be fine. What a walking contradiction. Yo, I ain't racist, nah, but my shank is, because the blade tip's brown from all the dried up blood that it's stained with. Yo, hold up. Hey, you said our fear and you said our fear in others increases the darker the shade is. Hell no. Speak for yourself, bro. But you're yellow, that's why you're afraid, bitch. Fuck race, I discriminate all. Get hit in the jaw, your chin will just fall like a ventriloquist doll. I'll leave a hole where your hey, get hit in the jaw, your chin will just fall like a ventriloquist doll. I'll leave a hole where your face is like you getting a massage and turn you into the next prince like kissing a frog. Yo, and if that don't finish the job, and somehow you survive it, I'm back at you. Shooting through the side of your Uber driver. I don't care if you scuba diving, I'll toss a bomb and nuke the island. If you're flying, first episode.
Damn, do you think that's freestyle? He's talking about nuking the Guatemalan island.
Oh, shit.
He's like,
don't finish the job, and somehow you survive it, I'm back at you. Shooting through the side of your Uber driver. I don't care if you scuba diving, I'll toss a bomb and nuke the island. If you're flying, first episode, I'll shoot the pilot. Shoot the pilot. Hey, first episode, I shoot the pilot, plain and simple. Field goal, kick your mama Donna like Ray Finko laces out like they got me in state pen clothes, mental case. Tell Donna spread those legs and blow inside her like a Nintendo game that just won't play. I'm Pat Stay.
Shout out Ace Ventura.
Hey, laces out. Crazy, isn't it? Y'all ain't never seen that before, like a baby pigeon. You a bitch like pregnant. Hold up. Y'all ain't never seen that before, like a baby pigeon. You a bitch like pregnant women. I'm about to end this lame's existence, but wait a minute. Let's celebrate some of your greatest writtens. You said to surf. You're like the chicken. I'm like the chicken pox. You touch me, you're gonna get it. At that point, I said to myself, fuck, I'm finished. Hey, I got the scoop because I'm a lyrical shovel. Can you dig it? Watch your awkwards battle and said, stop, hold up. You said you like creamy peanut butter because you ain't got no nuts. That was his third round ender too. Nigel, what in the fuck? All peanut butter is literally made with nothing but nuts.
That's somebody who's trying to defend it. That's bars. Like they don't get it. They're still like, yeah, that makes sense. Checks out. Creamy peanut butter, nut free.
Nuts in it.
Yeah. I'd imagine someone with like a nut allergy, like watching that, and they're like, "Oh, I'm getting creamy peanut butter."
Like, spoon falls out of their mouth.
Did it on.
Hollow.
That was his third round ender too. Nigel, what in the fuck? All peanut butter is literally made with nothing but nuts. It's called peanut butter.
I'm pretty sure Hollow says right there, Nino made that joke. like it was something they had said before. Like I'm pretty sure you can hear him say it. He said something, or something.
It's called peanut butter. Peanut butter. And I knew you seemed a bit self-conscious, but I'm certain now. Cause you said to Button, yo, you probably talked to a girl like, I like your skirt and gown. The fuck's wrong with that? It just irks me how it's like it's a weakness being a genuine person now. Then he said, this how he be. Hey, turn around, look at you turning down. You think any decent woman would answer to that? You're a clown. That's some young boy scrub shit. You in your 30s now. Bro, I see right through that defensive pride and nervous smile. Yo, Pat ain't seen this girl in a year. Probably missed that bitch. Yo, I bet when you see her, he'll probably kiss that bitch. Yo, he'll probably hug that bitch. He'll probably rub that bitch. Matter of fact, you probably fucking love that bitch.
Because the thing is none of that hits without the performance or the sell.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Like
totally.
I think about that too. Like there's bars sometimes that I write where I'm like, that's just funny to me. But like if I like spit them out loud or whatever, I'm like, that it doesn't smack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of that is like the committing of the performance. Like even the sarcastic nature is funny, but without the like after like effects, like that's what really brings it home. And it's just these two are such great examples of that. Like two of the quintessential performers in battle rap. You know what I mean?
And also shout out to this crowd, dude. The crowd is fucking
the crowd
great,
is loving it.
man.
Yeah.
I remember this whole event, they were on fire. I mean, they kind of like didn't do that good with DNA and bangs. They were like booing bangs, which I was like, that's fucking weird. But they were fucking super good.
Did you battle at this event, Chilla?
No, that was 3.
What year was this?
I don't know.
2017.
When I was fucking drinking, I don't know that, 6 years ago.
Yeah, 17.
What up, Dro?
It was a minute. But yeah, he's killing this.
Hey, look, check it. Hey, look, they say if you don't treat your lady right, somebody will. So your boy had to come for the kill. Check it. I said, damn, them stilettos are ill. I never met it, but still, I got brains from a head over heels. The girl had my heart thumping like a Federin pills. I have died through the head like Cruella DeVille. Ill. Compliments all day. Slim Jesus. Confidence through the roof. Had the bitch just leaking all game, son. Tapping it on the low like a bass drum. Nothing inside of her. That's where Hollow stole the name from. But fuck that. I'ma ruin these so-called street rappers. Mobb Deep, half of Mobb Deep's rapper, I wreak havoc. Or slash them, leave them in stitches and heat laughing. Deep gashes, you'll see patches like team captains' jackets. I be snapping. Complete blackness. All I see is fire, but I'll just keep clapping. But I don't even need that. I'll Zangief slap him. The flinch make him lean back like he's relapsing. He got to know my hand so well he could read my palm, he said. Slapped him so hard I became a believer. Because my palm was red. Let him go.
This battle is
this is really good.
So good.
I forgot how this battle was really, really good.
Yep. Yep.
It's kind of probably like one of those things when it happens at the time, you're like, oh, it's another battle. That was pretty good. That happens so many times, man. I remember after Battle of the Bay 5, I was like, pretty good event. Like, just leaving like, yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
These are getting better, you know? It's like, dude, I just witnessed probably like one of the best events ever, you know?
Yeah.
Round 3, it's on Hollow the Dawn. Let's get it. King of the Dot. KOTDTV.com, KOTStore.com. Let's get it.
I said, I see you wrote some funny shit in your diary about me. A lot of nonsense. I'm not a humanoid. I'm a standard copy.
I'm not a humanoid.
The train of thought of the opening
diary, too.
You wrote some funny shit in your diary.
Calling his notepad a diary.
That's a lot of, what do you say?
A lot of nonsense.
That's a lot of
I'm not a
nonsense.
humanoid. I was like, holy shit.
I mean, that's right there with why do some guys saddle? You know what I mean? Like,
I remember
everywhere.
actually live tweeting during this event, and I was dying at the line that this ends with.
A lot of nonsense. Diary about me. I see you wrote some funny shit in your diary about me. A lot of nonsense. I'm not a humanoid. I'm a standard copy Anunnaki. Let me take you through my writing process. I said schemes. Y'all put a pawn to come play the best. He can have a good night. It's still an L he's gonna take. Then check. You want the king or queen? Wait. This ain't a scheme about playing chess. It was made for beds. Good night, king and queen. You get laid to rest.
that was hard.
Name flips. I'm not here to talk about organic. I ain't Carl Watson. Still wish death for you. This time Charles Bronson mixed with Bernard Hopkins. Handle White's my Miami Vice. Don Johnson. You look like you ready to throw in the towel. John Thompson, URL's the NBA. I said URL's the NBA. And you ain't even John Stockton. You just on the sideline talking about the league. You Bob Costas. Future. Wait, I'm in the future. I already seen that. Boop, boop. Let me pull up my screen app for some feedback. I'm so ahead of my time, places people to tell me that I already be at. I'm so ahead of my time, I already did this recap for this rematch. I got shoes that tie theyself. I got a car that drive itself. Then it hit me. I woke up in a dark room all by myself like, well, I'm trying to switch the angle. The crowd here, y'all cheer. I'm gonna let y'all pick the angle. Should I talk about Drake this? Or the gay shit.
So remember when he was like, this pit fucked up my performance? Remember when he said that? So basically, when we were doing this event, at King of the Dot, we always try to do a pit in the middle of the crowd.
Yeah.
That's kind of like their style. We never do a stage. We started doing the stages later just because it's like impossible to do a pit in the middle of the crowd with like 700 people, like at the Stay Forever event. So we made it be a pit in the middle of the crowd because this is below the stage. And there's a bunch of people standing on the stage. But Hollow was like, my performance is, we agreed to do it on a stage. So we had shit like this where he's like, I need to show the crowd, but the camera's like behind me. He's like, how is this going to work? So there's things in his performance that I remember like kind of did get fucked up because it was a pit. It's kind of unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Drake diss gay shit. Either way, it's the same shit. You diss Drake for buying a bitch a purse, my nigga. Did you want a purse? Oh, Patty Waddy. Tell us how it hurts. Then he tried to clean it up after he didn't get that extra 10K in his hand. He was like, I'm still a Drizzy fan. He's a busy man. He'll hit me when he can. Really, fam? You think Drake ain't King of Diamonds? Like, bitch, get off me. I can't get this dance. You know what I'm going through? I owe Pat Stay hella bands. I said,
King of Diamonds. That's where A Ward and Rum Nitty was filmed.
Yeah.
Let's go.
This was the like.
I'm filming another
Inception.
event there in April. I'm filming Geechee Gotti versus Bad News. It's going down there too.
Fire.
Yeah.
really, fam? You think Drake ain't King of Diamonds? Like, bitch, get off me. I can't get this dance. You know what I'm going through? I owe Pat Stay hella bands. I said, look. I said, hold on. I said, you think Drake and King of Diamonds? Like, bitch, get off me. I can't get this dance. You know what I'm going through? I owe Pat Stay hella bands. You meet with Lil Wayne. Sit down. This the plan. I'm in a jam. Push back Carter 5. It don't matter how many shipped and scanned. I need a big advance. I just sold the leave out in Timberland. Really, fam? So Drake's your day one? He was supposed to have been loyal? You was trying to eat from what was left over and he didn't have that 10 for you? I said, to you that probably wasn't real shit. But what's real is, I just cut the rest of my third round since you said I was in prison. I got a rebuttal, y'all gotta feel this. The type of shit I don't be mentioning, when I was in imprisonment, I used to help my cellmate write his letters for his family. He illiterate. I only charged him a lunch tray cause the nigga indigent. The judge hit the nigga with a dub and he innocent. To you, that's probably the realest shit. But to me, that's a tragedy. Something you would love to rap about, but something I hate that I had to see. I only did a couple years. Birds spent so much time in a box. Germs forgot how to spend time on a clock. And when I sat back and thought about it, and why, I was shocked it was a set-up system. When CEOs met with prison, push gangster rap, reflect the image, cause extra victims meant extra business. But why would they do that? Cause they got first dibs on the stock to invest up in it. Within 24 let me talk. They got first dibs on the stock to invest up in it. Within 24 months, that was several digits. It went from kid and play, house party, special kicking to think I'm kid and play. Everybody in this house party, I'm pistol whipping. Think about it. Nobody slipped a disc in a Luther when they was pistol gripping. It was niggas with an attitude, ready to die, cause it was written. I said, around the time when my favorite rapper went from negative to positive, it was still a negative and it's positive, cause if Big never rapped, he'd be here to see CJ and Tiana live. But now 20 years later, we got a dude talking about I'm real. You real? This is why I switched the mood to an interview. I need you to define real. You ready? Let's go. Let's get in here. Mr. Stay, could you define real?
Yellow.
Oh, you're trying to be funny. You're lying still. Please. Excuse me. Don't interrupt.
Prop guy?
Yeah.
Like that as a
He's
prop?
a camera.
He's got
Yeah.
an LOM shirt. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
Clearly.
Switch the move.
Oh, you're trying to be funny. You're lying still. You ready? Let's go. Let's get in here. Mr. Stay, could you define real?
Yellow.
Oh, you're trying to be funny. You're lying still. Please. Please, Mr. Stay.
What do you think Hollow's? What do you think you think that was the actual line? Because obviously
he probably had like separate.
Yeah, I wonder what was the alternative.
Like the only way it makes sense. Like I know, and I've seen other like. I feel like I've done something, but it's like looking at really Hollow's like the one, swear to God, like it kind of, that's the shit I remember being the first, like choose your own adventure. And it's like, he predicts what possible ways you could go, but he has a trap for you, whichever way you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so there might have been another version where he predicts Pat saying something, and then he's like, okay, I'm going to say this. And if he just says something silly, like, okay, this, you know, and it's like, choose your own adventure. But either way, it's like, you can't win. You know what I mean?
So I'm curious if that was it, like if he didn't say anything, oh, you're saying nothing, you're lying still. But instead he plays it off like, oh, you're trying to be funny. Just an impressive, like,
way to more
kind of freestyle, but probably still had the line, but like freestyling the setup of it. You know, like, that's good.
Don't interrupt. Mr. Stay, we need you to define real. No? Okay, I got another question before we all go. Tell me, how does it feel being the first battle rapper that got 4-0'd? He doesn't want to talk. Okay, one more. Maybe if I wasn't so tall, you could have told short jokes. Maybe if I wasn't so light, you could have told dark jokes. Maybe if I was fat, you could have told fart jokes. But we all know it's bars over jokes. Fraud, nigga. All blickers. After this, it'll be the next body to pop up in the Charles River. Body bag.
Super local reference because they're going
probably
for sure. Yeah. I thought that the interview thing would culminate into
something.
A moment.
Yeah,
you know
me
what
too.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it could be a thing where he was setting a trap and Pat just didn't. You always have to think they might not say anything. So maybe it's just like, well, that'll just make him look bad. You know what I mean? But maybe there was a haymaker if he said something too, where it cuts him off like, you know? But because he wasn't playing, okay, we'll move on. You know what I mean?
Such a good blend of humor and aggression, and the Pat Stay and Hollow are like masters at that. You know what I mean? I always like, of course, I love like the technical, like wigging, going crazy off a rhyme scheme, but it's always better when people are funny and able to roast too. And it's both of them are just so good at that transition between funny and serious.
Yeah, that round was fucking phenomenal. Hollow's one of the best, if not the best.
It's all Pat Stay. Let's get it, King of the Dot.
He wants me to speak that real shit, so we'll do it, all right? Okay. Let's go. Real shit. I know this probably hurts for you to hear, but you're my brother. We go back longer than the shirts we used to wear, you know, them one size fits all, mankind, and giants, rams, lions, pants, fighting, we've been in this shit a long damn time, you can't lie. We probably got more in common than dudes in the main clique. We both fought for the spot and went through all the same shit. We both started from the bottom like, how ironic, cause we both gave classics and never got paid shit. I had so much fucking respect for you as a man versus Button. How you helped us down in that first round made us proud to actually stand for something. We all felt that came for you. You hate them dudes, we hate them too. The way they screwed you at the pay-per-view, getting paid off what we paid and they paid no dues, fuck that.
Hollow's first round versus Button is fucking crazy.
It's great,
super crazy.
Incredible.
Yeah,
obviously.
I only remember the stream, the live
rapping.
stream, but that was like,
that first round was nuts, man.
Hey, talking about getting exploited by bigger companies. Lux demanding 40 G's is becoming a diva show, but fuck it, it's loyalty over money. Right? Funny. Because look at you now, Nigel. I'm the old Hollow and you're Joe. That England event was more so your show. I mean, you set up the battles, you set up the main event. Promised the promoters they make money, now they in debt. Manipulated them, don't give a fuck if they make a cent. Won't break a sweat if they don't have a pillow to lay their head. He'll act like your greatest friend, then after the main event, them hollow promises will take effect. When you pay him all of his money, you can't even pay your rent, and you don't hear this blood-sucking piece of shit's name again. Bro, yo, that Psych I Lied shit you did against Clips was a funny prop at first, till I saw you were actually selling them and making money off the shirts. Catchphrase, bar, or verse, regard.
That's fucking amazing. Awesome, dude. That's fucking rad.
Yeah, so had him having hella people sell Psych I Lied shirts outside of the event. And then revealing it during his battle with Clips. Like, y'all seen you selling it? Like, I had him do it. Like, you ain't got, what he said? He said like an E&I, which is always hilarious because it's an EIN.
Yeah. Oh, he mixed Guatemalan, bro.
Yeah, Guatemalan. You know,
Methadone.
Peter Piper picked a pepper pig. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
But that shit's amazing.
It is amazing.
Them and making money off the shirts. Catchphrase, bar, or verse, regardless, it's Charlie's, not yours. The nerve of you profiting off of his long-earned hard work, trying to blackmail me for 10% of the money Drake owes me. And I won't even get into that for your sake, homie, but bro, we are your peers. We're your peers. We're all we have in this business. You are the exact definition of everything you used to stand up against, man. Listen, your price is outrageous too. You demand a cut from the pay-per-view, which essentially means we're also paying you. The league's return profits in no way obtainable, all off an event that you don't have to pay into, but that ain't enough. So rip off your own neighbors to exploit everyone for the work of which nothing came from you. I'm fucking ashamed of you.
You hear me? But that ain't enough, so rip off your own neighbor to exploit every one of the work of which nothing came from you. I'm fucking ashamed of you. You've become what you hated, dude. I guess that's Hollow's mystique. The dude you face is who you change into.
That's insane. Like, I feel like people didn't catch he said mystique. Because it's kind of a little rushed or whatever, but that's Hollow's mystique. The dude who he faces, who he changed into. Like, that's insane.
That's crazy.
And the build up to that, like, I remember quoting that during, like, that shit was wild.
Nothing came from you. I'm fucking ashamed of you. You've become what you hated, dude. I guess that's Hollow's mystique. The dude you face is who you change into. Look, he mad right now.
Hollow wanted to smile for a split second.
His fucking defense is so good.
Yeah.
I always notice that. Like, he's just stone-faced the whole time. And I'm like, how do you do that? Like, how do you not just smile a little bit, kind of crack? You know, he's just
You can see his mouth slightly move, though. He wanted to crack the smile, but was like, nah, I'm going to be stone-faced.
Probably mad I wrote this, right? It was a last-minute decision. Pac's death. It happened overnight. Because I know you're tight. You snake guys, so I wasn't going to roll the...
Slept on. That's crazy.
Yeah, you like that.
That's crazy.
Decision. Pac's death. Probably mad I wrote this, right? It was a last-minute decision. Pac's death. It happened overnight. Because I know you're tight. You snake guys, so I wasn't going to roll the dice. What's loyalty over money if your loyalty's overpriced? See, I didn't want to get personal with you, but you made it a personal issue. So I just had to show you a reflection of what you turned yourself into. But since your mirror's become a window, we see right through you inside out. He can't even look in the mirror now. Won't even have one in his house. Been sleeping on Bishop's couch. Look, and I didn't have to dig up dirt like you neither. But since you lost your roots, my hate for you grew deeper. How you want it? Acapella on beat, we can do either. We can spit on wax like a shoe cleaner. Fuck it, you want a war? I don't need a crew like you neither. Leave your new t-shirt red all over like a proofreader. It's over, dog. He knows it's true. You can tell by his eyes. But he'll deny it later, just defending his pride. What's new, Hollow? I hope you learned a lesson this time, so you can live up to your name feeling empty inside. Time.
What a good battle, bro. I forgot how good this was, too.
I clash of two of the greatest.
Yep.
Hey, yo, Boston, make some motherfucking noise for Hollow the Dawn and Pat Stay,
Hollow is he's slippery. Like, I don't know how to explain it, because like he's slippery, bro. He's like, you know what it reminds me of? It's like the purple lizard from Monsters Inc.
Oh my god!
like you never see him, because in battle, like from his defense, but his approaches are so unorthodox, bro. It's like he's just like sneaky, and like you can't get a hold of him. Like you don't know what he's gonna do. His performance, he's slippery, bro. Like. And he's so off kilter. It's like that drunken style where it's like you can't predict where it's gonna go, what he's gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
my God,
what an incredible
that battle was so good. That aged so well.
Yeah, it's still really good.
That was like I was like, yeah, we could watch that. I remember it being.
I didn't remember it, so I wanted to. I remember at the time, because I watched the live stream.
Yeah.
Like, commentating and like, trolling a few of the lines, like the standard copy Anunnaki. Like, I remember texting like, you know what an Anunnaki is, right? Like standard copy. Or like the Pat, like, my knife is racist, like brown. And but if it's brown, how would it be? You know what I mean? But like, those two are the like height of like God tier and just all the intangibles that you can write all day. You can have literally the best written material against either of them and still lose. Yeah. Like, if there's some magical power that says, or like a genie where you make a wish, like write the literal best thing you could for one of those, you could have that and lose against either of them. Yeah. You know what I mean? When they might not even have their best material, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because it's so much more, and they both encapsulate that X factor, So that's why it was like this was so dope to see, and the fact that everybody kind of demanded, I felt like, man, we want to see like the redo of Pat Hollow. Like, come on, like, you know what I mean? Like, there was so much baggage around that first event that it's like, for them to make that happen, like King of the Dot.
That one rounder is probably the best one rounder ever.
Yeah, I remember the one rounder more than I remember this battle.
It's like that, and what other one rounders people say? It's like, is it Hitman Goods or Rex?
T-Rex versus Goods, right? Where T-Rex is or Young Ill.
Young Ill.
T-Rex's round is crazy.
Young Ill Rex.
But man, rest in peace to Pat Stay, man. Like,
what's your guys' favorite?
What a fucking legend.
Pat round.
Probably the Danny Myers one, where
that's a good one.
The one, that is, I don't know if it's
like
the third,
on the leash and that performance.
Probably that one. That's the one that at least like comes to mind first. Like, but I don't know, Pat. I always regarded Pat as like one of the best ever, and he was always in my top 5. We'd said it multiple times on here and in conversations. Like, he was just amazing, man, and I just want to say rest in peace, bro, because he was so incredible, man. But yeah, the Danny Myers one's probably the one that comes to my head first.
I think of, like, just that whole sequence of talking about the 10 kids and having one on the back, and like that thing, like, it's just that whole sequence is so memorable. Yeah. Also, I think it's third against Sharon. Like, that whole battle versus Sharon is insane too. Like, there's so many though. But like, those probably the first two that come to mind.
Yeah.
Biasly, like his first against me, like the "You Are Not a Man" round was really iconic, and you know what I mean. One of the more referenced things even this weekend. Was, you are not a man. You will never be a man. Like, I'm like, this is the coldest intro to a round anyone's ever said to me. You know what I mean? And he's just like looking down like 3 stories. At me,
that was a great battle, man.
Yeah.
Go get that VOD, man, at the Stay Forever event.
Go support that for sure.
Rapgrid.com, KOTD.tv.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Thanks for giving us that suggestion. Salute to ILLMAC, salute to Chase. Go to patreon.com/ILLMAC TV to see all the new shit ILLMAC's cooking up. We just recorded a Meanwhile on Earth episode that just goes over the Stay Forever event. There is an unreleased Meanwhile on Earth episode up there, and he's dropping music every single week that's probably not coming out. So the only way to see it is on the Patreon.
Direct to supporters, man. So tap in, bro.
Let's get it.
Hell yeah.
Riders, man. Love y'all, man.
All right, guys. Catch you later.